Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Mr. It's Too Easy. And you know what time it is? It's time for that kiss it or dismiss it. And if it's your first time here, we like to say welcome, as well as let you know what we do and how we do it. So I go on TikTok, grab a whole bunch of those crazy conspiracy theories and stories off of TikTok, and we just judge them and see if they pass the smell test. And if we believe it, we'll go ahead and kiss it. But if it sits down, they don't pass the smell test, and we think it's pulling our leg and pulling our chin, we go ahead and dismiss it.
Stop the cap.
Real simple and plain, you know what I'm saying? If you got some suggestions, please shoot them down below in the comment box. But please sit there and hit that like and subscribe button if you see the content and you like what you see. Hang out with your boy. I try to produce this video every Friday, and I'm starting to add Wednesday into the mix just because, you know, I'm just saying, just add a little bit more flavor to the week. And if you do like video games as well, I also stream throughout the week. I've been shooting Marvel Rivals lately, and we played a little bit of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 this week, so that was pretty crazy. But with that being said, man, let's go ahead and get this thing started. No more holding everything up. I got a whole lot of videos, so let's go ahead and get this thing going.
You were speaking about parallel universes.
Right. It's 7 of them.
How do they exist? I mean, how do we know there's parallel universes?
Right.
Wow.
Is that chair you sitting on solid?
Yeah.
It's an atom. That's not solid.
That's true.
It's 0.99999% solid, so it's not solid. It's moving. But you can't go through it yet unless you vibrate right. If you vibrate right, you'll go through that floor. You don't get it.
I feel you.
We live in a magic world. The world's not real. When you sleep and when you awake, it's the same. But only thing, when you come in this world, you get your taste. And in your other world, you don't get your taste. That's another universe too. I can control it. And you can too. Well, you do control it, you just don't know it yet. If you think something, and then you say something, and then you go do something, that's gonna happen. If you think like, I wanna be rich, then you're gonna be rich if you start moving like you're rich. So it's kind of like you get to choose. That's one thing I like about life, right? Because you get to choose.
Yeah.
So when we dream, what is that?
You go into that dimension, right? You're supposed to bring information back from there. See, a lot of people just dream and they get up and say, I just had this dream, and they don't understand they're supposed to use that information. Because you kind of like got that from God.
What about the dreams that you can remember it vividly, but it's like gone in a split second, right?
That's when it gotta get confusing. Like, I don't know if I'm sleeping when I'm awake or when I'm sleeping when I'm awake. I kind of like don't know the difference.
Back in the day, I would have hurt myself and you trying to get out of the way of this cat. How many of y'all grew up with the same superstitions I did? My grandma the one who drilled it into my
I
head.
remember
Said,
this.
child, if you see a black cat, you better get out of its way. You better haul ass. But that's what I used to do, looking silly as hell. As I began watching nature, I started
my wife
learning a
be doing
whole
that.
lot. I always
Black
wanted to know
cats.
why they always
What in
land
the
on their
world?
feet, why they say they have 9 lives, why they always disappearing when I see them, coming out of nowhere. This literally happened to me the other day. Look, this me sitting in my car in the driveway, sitting there pondering on a move I wanted to make. I look up and look what's coming in the driveway. After I snapped this photo, I got out the car because I was trying to take a video of it. The cat was gone. It was not under my car. Unless it flew, it couldn't have went in that backyard that fast. But like I said, they travel between dimensions. Cats have been worshipped, mystified, as well as feared across many different cultures for many centuries. From ancient Egypt to modern folklore, they've always had an otherworldly presence about them. Cats have an unnatural ability to survive certain situations. I'm talking about situations that other beings would not survive. This is why they say cats have 9 lives, which I know on a deeper level, 9 holds esoteric meaning. 9 is the number of completion, the unseen, and higher consciousness. Number 9 is the highest single-digit vibration. It also represents cycles, rebirth, and transformation. Just like a cat, which seems to cheat death. I know cats are real spiritual and they exist between worlds, like I've been saying. Ancient cultures saw cats as beings who could reincarnate over and over and over again. It wasn't just about dodging death in one lifetime. It was about their ability to return, always finding their way back. You ever watch a cat that's staring at something that you can't see that's there? You can tell there's something there. Sometimes they might randomly bolt into another room, like they chasing a ghost. That's because they probably did. Cats are natural energy sensors. They're highly sensitive to frequencies beyond human perception. Cats can see spirits, entities, and energies that exist beyond the physical realm. Cats act as certain guardians and they keep certain energies away from your house. This is why cats tend to sleep in doorways or even on your chest. They're literally protecting portals. I started studying the ancient Egyptian. That's when I learned about cats. Ancient Egyptians worshipped cats as divine beings. They knew that they could travel between the spirit world and the physical world effortlessly. Cats move in silence, almost like they levitating or some shit. You ever notice how you don't never hear a cat walking? That's why everybody said they sneaky. They can sense literal shifts in energy. Things like impending danger or someone's true intention. Did y'all know they have healing frequencies in their purr? Their purr promotes healing in bone and tissue. Just telling y'all what science say. Yeah, I know I don't just go off of what science say. Most people with a cat can probably attest to this. Cats have deeply intuitive bonds with their chosen people. They have an independent, untamed nature. Some ancient cultures say that cats were never fully domesticated. Literally just chose to live amongst us humans. You didn't choose your damn cat. Your cat chose you. That was based off your energy alone. So if a cat has entered your life, especially randomly, it might be protecting you from something unseen. You could be going through a spiritual awakening and they're here to guide you. Because you know they are spiritual guides. Cat might also be symboling to you. You need to gain more awareness, intuition, or independence. So yeah, cats are not bad luck. Contrary to what the elders taught us, they're guardians, they energy workers, they're spiritual protectors. They walk between worlds, they see what we can't. They remind us that reality is more mysterious than what we think. So if you got a cat or one randomly walks up to you, pay attention. A lot of times there's a message. I want to know, have y'all ever experienced something unexplainable with a cat? Make sure y'all get in the comments and let me know. If you enjoy all things Deep Thought, you live near or in the Atlanta area, make sure y'all come on out to my Puff and Paint event February 28th and March 1st. We're going to have food, a live DJ, painting, indulging in your favorite activity, judgment-free zone, and of course, dope conversations with a dope soul like myself. Shout out to everybody who already got their tickets. I'm excited to see y'all because we got a lot of ladies coming. I'm not trying to play love connection or nothing, but we need y'all to come balance some of this energy out. I want to see y'all there too. As always, peace, love, and light, and gratitude for watching.
She got some good.
We got them.
Back in the day, I would have hurt myself.
What if I told you the Grammys are a satanic ritual infused with predictive programming and symbolism? We all know the Grammys are rigged, but look at the performances. Every year, there's an insane amount of occult symbolism, horned figures, checkerboard floors, fire, cages, black and red color schemes, the one-eye gesture. You think that's random? No. It's their festival, their holy day. They use predictive programming and hidden messages to shape reality. Look closely, and you'll see them foreshadowing future events, slipping in references to upcoming world shifts, war, economic collapse, new normal narratives, all disguised as artistic expression, mocking us in plain sight. But here's the real trick. These artists, they aren't even themselves during the event. Ever notice how some of them seem off?
I mean, you know,
what you're seeing is a character, a role being played. Some of these artists have multiple roles. When you see two of their supposed characters in the same room, one of them is a lookalike, a stand-in, a double, and then there's the price of admission. Ever notice how many of them go through extreme tragedy right before they reach superstardom? Mysterious deletes in the family, sudden losses, accidents. These aren't coincidences. The industry demands a sacrifice, and once they get it, that artist skyrockets. Suddenly they're everywhere, winning awards, headlining festivals, becoming a household name overnight. But even that's not enough. After they make it, they have to keep playing the game. They have to thank the right people, praise the right figures. Even their acceptance speeches are scripted. But that's the thing, it's all an act. The performances, a ritual disguised as entertainment, the awards, just a scripted show where they all know who's going up on the stage long before the cameras roll. The artists, phony actors playing a role. Nothing about the Grammys is authentic. Not the artists, not the emotions, not even the people you think you're watching. It's all part of the illusion. A grand production, and the biggest trick of all, making you believe any of it is real in the first place. Look, if they come for me and my page disappears tomorrow, you'll only find my content on other platforms. The link's in my bio. And one last thing,
I think the Grammys are crazy.
I'm gonna go ahead and say this is just a joke for entertainment purposes.
So this is why you should never play music on shuffle mode.
Wait, what's so bad about that?
So there's a legend if you're listening to music on any app on your phone and you play everything on shuffle mode and you're skipping through the songs, there's a file that could start playing called I'mYourProblemNow.mp3. And it's a really big problem if this starts playing.
What kind of song name is that?
So when the file starts playing, you won't be able to skip it. And it's like a 7-minute file. And for the first minute, it's completely silent. But for the next 6 minutes, it just plays a bunch of files of people screaming. But when people listen to this last 6 minutes, it's actually really dangerous.
Why?
So people are supposed to close their eyes and keep them shut for the entire rest of the song while they're listening to the streams. But while this is happening, a bunch of scary images are going to be playing in your mind. But when you open your eyes, when the song is over, you're actually going to be in like a hallucination, almost as if you're in like another world. And in this hallucination, you're actually supposed to see like this faceless man that you're not supposed to interact with. But if you do, you're supposed to follow very specific steps like to get out of the hallucination.
So it puts them, when they listen to this, like in a trance where they don't feel it. They don't know what's
believe
going on.
it.
Yeah, so what happens is they
You're saying Alexa is watching us even when we are not using it?
Exactly. And not just listening, watching, broadcasting. Think about it. In April 2024, an investigation in California exposed something terrifying. Alexa devices, especially the Echo Show models, have hidden cameras that never really turn off. Even when the screen is black, even when you're not giving it commands, it's still capturing footage. And where do those recordings go? External servers, without your consent. And here's the kicker. These aren't just random snapshots. They're detailed images and videos of your home's interior, your daily life, your routines, and they're being shared with corporations, with agencies, with groups that analyze everything you do, down to how long you stand in front of your fridge. You thought Alexa was just answering your questions, helping with your schedule, playing your favorite music? No, it's a silent observer, a recorder of everything. Your home, your most private space, isn't private anymore.
What?
And the worst part? No one ever asked for permission. No one was warned. The device you invited into your home may have turned it into a monitored space. So the real question is, do you really trust this thing sitting in your living room?
This is just
I
a
ain't got
theory,
nothing to
not a
hide
fact.
Anyway.
The conspiracy theory of Mandela effect.
This woman gave the example of the Fruit of the Loom logo.
Yeah.
She said the Fruit of the Loom logo used to have a cornucopia in it, like the basket with all the fruit spilling out.
That's it.
The loom was like, we've never ever had that. And they went so far as to create an illustration of their logo all throughout the years, none of them showing the cornucopia. This girl went so crazy about it, she was talking to her therapist, and her therapist was like, chill out about Fruit of the Loom. And then she was like, I'm not kidding. It has a cornucopia in it, and I'm gonna die on this cell. She went through her whole closet and like friends' closets and stuff. And she finally found a t-shirt that had the Fruit of the Loom logo with a cornucopia. And she went as far as to go, look at the old trademarks. The theory is it's a giant experiment. Worldwide experiment to see how easy it is to erase history. And they just had certain brands they left up for it or something.
But there's a theory why they actually took down TikTok for that little period.
Why?
So one of the first theories is it's kind of obvious, right? It was gonna end, or it was at risk of being banned.
Yeah.
Now I think Donald Trump like extended it, so it's fine.
Yes.
But what they wanted to see, apparently, like they didn't even have to ban, or they didn't have to take it down.
Okay.
Because they never got like a notice from the government saying, yo, let's take it down. So them taking it down was almost their litmus test to see how it would go.
Okay.
If that makes sense to you.
Yeah.
So they're not just gonna, like they didn't have to. They weren't forcefully taking it down. It was more like it was supposed to go down. Let's just do it anyway and let's see what happens.
Okay.
Now the theory is the reason they did that though was because there's too many real conspiracies on the app that were becoming way too popular.
Okay.
And they just wanted to reset everybody's algorithm. So a lot of people on TikTok right now, they're saying they used to have all of these TikToks of conspiracy theories, LA fires, Diddy, Luigi, and there was so much at once.
Yeah.
And it's hard to stop that from becoming popularized if that's what's going viral, right? So what happens to everyone's For You page? Goes deeper and deeper into conspiracy, into almost like breaking down government secrets.
Because that's what the algorithm would feed that person.
Exactly. And it's popularizing that mindset of looking like that.
That's crazy. They just don't want man's informed. Like
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what people are saying was that reset was to make everybody's For You page different.
Okay.
And to change everyone so that they can just push more whatever.
Yeah.
Standing like ancient sentinels across Easter Island, nearly 1,000 massive stone heads have puzzled scientists and explorers for centuries.
I heard about
their
this.
existence on this remote Pacific island, defying conventional archaeological understanding. The massive stone figures, averaging 13 feet tall and weighing up to 80 tons, were somehow transported up to 11 miles across difficult terrain without the use of wheels, cranes, or large animals to help with the work. Recent research suggests an ingenious walking technique, using ropes and teams of skilled workers. But this only begins to explain the complexity of Moai construction and movement across the volcanic island. Perhaps even more intriguing is the discovery that these iconic heads actually have bodies, with some extending up to 33 feet below ground, covered in mysterious symbols and patterns that may hold clues to their true purpose. The rapid construction and transportation of these monuments coincides with a period of significant deforestation on Easter Island, suggesting a civilization that literally sacrificed its resources to complete this massive project. If you like this content, follow for more.
Why is it that you sneer every time you refer to this country? You've done pretty well here. I don't get it.
No, you wouldn't. You're one of the ardent believers, a good American. Oh, there are millions like you. People that plod along without asking questions. I hate to use the word stupid, but it seems to be the only one that applies. The great masses, the moron millions. Well, there are a few of us who are unwilling to just troop along. A few of us who are clever enough to see that there's much more to be done than just live small, complacent lives. A few of us in America who desire a more profitable type of government. When you think about it, Mr. Kane, the competence of totalitarian nations is much higher than ours. They get things done.
Yeah, they get things done. They bomb cities, sink ships, torture and murder so you and your friends can eat off of gold plate. It's a great philosophy.
I neither intend to be bombed nor sunk, Mr. Kane. That's why I'm leaving now. And if things don't go right for you, if we should win, then I'll come back. Perhaps I can get what I want then. Power. Yes. I want that as much as you want your comfort or your job or that girl. We all have different tastes, as you can see. Only I'm willing to back my tastes with the necessary force.
Wow.
The Garden of Eden might actually be located at the North Pole. According to the book of Genesis in the Bible, a river emerged from Eden to the garden and then divided into 4 branches.
I've never heard of this.
Gihon, Tigris, and Euphrates. Today, we only know the locations of 2 of these rivers, suggesting that the Garden of Eden should be in that region. However, considering the Great Flood that altered everything, what if the geographical features shifted, placing what we have recognized as Eden in entirely different areas? Maps by Mercator from the 15th
Flat
and 16th
Earth, man.
centuries depicted the North
Look at
Pole
that,
with 4
flat.
major rivers, geographically similar to those
Interesting,
described
right?
in the Bible. These maps have since vanished from records and are not mentioned again. This raises the possibility that the Garden of Eden could be accessible on Earth and located at the North Pole. However, since the 16th century, governments might have removed it from maps to conceal it.
Stop the cap!
This is just a theory, not a fact. But it makes sense, right?
What's a conspiracy theory that absolutely blows your mind?
That they stop teaching kids cursive so they can no longer read the Declaration of Independence and know their rights. Scary thing is, it's accurate.
Wow. That's deep. What the hell?
Stop the cap!
No. You know, if that was real, that'd be the thing that was on the news, bro. Stop playing with me.
I remember when we was younger, we would knock on wood because we didn't want to jinx some shit. Jinx,
Oh
knock
my
on
gosh,
wood. That was our
yes.
favorite little shit. We didn't even understand
I
where that
still do
came
that to
from.
this
And
day.
I love my palm colored friends,
Oh,
but y'all
Lord.
always demonize
She on one
something.
today.
I promise
I
you.
don't know
'Cause I
if she
looked
in the
this up
feed.
just to
She in
see
the
what people
feed.
were saying about it. The first video I see is a palm colored man telling us where this came from. Y'all know I'm here to set the record straight
Okay.
because they gonna demonize everything.
All right,
This
I
wasn't
know
no
this
playground
is-
superstition though.
yeah.
It was way deeper than that.
I
Our
know I do
ancestors
this.
believed trees, especially oak trees, were sacred. They believed
Oh.
they housed spirits, deities, and sacred ancestral energy. But when we knock on wood, we calling on these spiritual forces to protect us or to reverse something that we might have said that's going to bring us bad luck. We'll be thinking like, dang, I hope it don't rain for our trip. And we look at each other and be like, Knock on wood, we didn't want it to happen. That was because back then we knew that words had power, and once you speak something, it will occur, especially if your intention is for that to happen. Knocking on wood was counteracting that energy before it happened. Keep it a buck. Some of y'all as adults still knocking on wood. This just shows that this shit is ingrained in us, even when society try to make it seem silly or demonic. To me, jinx wasn't nothing more than matching energy or frequency alignment. You and your friends saying the same thing at the same time and y'all both yell jinx, acting like y'all won some kind of spiritual lottery or something. It wasn't just some game though. That was proof that y'all was on the same vibrational wavelength. This means that your energy fields were aligned because you know words are frequency. That's why I always felt weird, like a little glitch in the matrix. Like, how you know what I was gonna say? Like, get out my thought. I don't know if y'all heard of this before, but what about the jinx curse? This is where you couldn't speak until the other person said your name. Like, what kind of Simon Says That shit is that? Baby, that was low-key a spell. It's an energetic bind. It literally trapped your voice until they felt like releasing it. Not typical, but this is a form of manifestation at work. But yeah, we've been out here casting spells since the playground days, and we ain't even know it. Make sure y'all let me know your thoughts in the comments.
Cool.
Peace, love, and light, and gratitude for watching.
All right, well, that's it. That's the name of the game. It's the end of the week. It's the weekend, big baby. So I hope y'all got some plans. I know I do. I'm just gonna be relaxing. But thank you for coming through. Thanks for hanging out with your boy. I hope y'all enjoyed the videos. Please shoot some comments down below. Let me know what you like, what you didn't like, what you believed, what you didn't believe. You know, we had a whole bunch of laughs up in there as well. I don't know. Do y'all think that Lexus is watching you all day long? That's crazy, right? It's crazy work. But don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and just leave some messages down there and let's have a great conversation. Until next week, I will see you later. Y'all be safe and have a wonderful weekend. Peace.